Prynhawn da, croeso nôl. Good afternoon, welcome back. We're at Clocaenog Forest. Clocaenog Forest, near Ruthin, or Ruthin, as most people say. Yeah, it's a local forest that I come to quite regularly, and we've got the camera. It's been a while. I think I've said in one of my videos recently that it's one of the things that I need to pick up again, one of my nice little hobbies that I haven't done for a while. So yeah, this is board Petryal. Petryal means rectangle, and board means dwelling, rectangular dwelling. As you can see, so there were red squirrels here at Clocaenog, but I've been here many times, and I have to be honest, I haven't seen them. I've only actually had a good look out for them for a couple of times, but I haven't seen any. Now, whether that means that they're completely gone, if you know, let me know in the comments if you know better than me. But no, I've never seen them here. I've seen them up on Anglesey, on Ynys Môn, but I've never seen them here at Clocaenog, which is a shame. But yeah, the grey squirrel populations have increased over the years. Yeah, sadly, it's killing out some of the red squirrel populations. So the red squirrel populations are very protected in Wales now. Looks like there've been some more downed trees recently. You can see the rectangular dwelling. The gamekeeper's cottage is just up here. So you can correct me if I'm wrong again, if anybody knows any better. But I think that the gamekeeper's cottage used to be open until not all that many years ago. Sadly, due to vandalism, etc., it had to be locked up. As with anything, there's always some idiots who spoil it, isn't there? So, but yeah, I'm sure when it says about board Petryal, the rectangular dwelling, it refers to the gamekeeper's cottage here, who looks after this area in Clocaenog Forest. The main reason I've chosen to come here to Clocaenog today with the camera is because of macro photography. And I mentioned a couple of weeks ago when I was at Castell that I saw a couple of ladies, girls, women, they were quite young, who were doing a bit of macro photography. So, and it reminded me that it's been a while since I've been out with the camera. So yeah, I'm looking for fungus and things, because of course being September, perfect time of year for things on the forest floor, bits of fungus. And actually, I photographed this tree before, but I can see there's some quite cool bits of fungus growing on the tree. So that's going to be my first stop. Oh, there's a little bird there. So yeah, this is going to be my first little stop. See if I can get any cool macro pictures. And then yeah, we'll take it from there. So I've struck gold here with lots and lots of kind of fungus, mushroom. I'm not going to pretend that I've got any experience doing macro photography. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while. I wanted to dabble in. I've done a few kind of like taken a few pictures of dragonflies and things like that, but nothing like this at all. So I don't know how they're all going to come out, but there's plenty of opportunity for practice here, as you can see. They're literally everywhere. So yeah, if I do manage to get anything good, then I'll show you. But one thing I will say is this is a pain in the backside. 3 legs. There are lots of people who do it. I think you need to have an eye and know exactly what's a good composition before you really start reaching for your tripod. And I've got no idea, so I've actually got a monopod in the car, which has actually got a foot on it. So I think I'm going to go and fetch that before I go a bit further into the forest. Actually, come back to the car a slightly different way. So there is a trail around there, pretty good for mountain bike, but I'm going back down this way. Maybe recognise that sign from down by the Petryal information board. So we really are quite close to the cottage. The gameskeeper's cottage is that way, and yeah, the car park's just here. So just popping back, grab this monopod, and then I'm going to head a bit deeper into the forest, off the beaten track a bit, down that way. So we've got the monopod. Just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with the tripod. It's quite a decent K&F concept one, middle of the road. But when you don't really know what you're looking for in a composition for macro, then faffing with 3 legs is a bit of a pain. And anybody who knows me already knows I'm a bit of a faffer already. So yeah, 1 leg is easier to adjust. It's got 3. This is a Sirui, I think is the way you say it. Sirui monopod with feet, and you can kind of half stabilise it with the feet and then move it about. And I've got the K&F ball head on the top, so hopefully that just should give me a little bit of stability to maybe use the focus stacking function on the camera, because sometimes when you're getting right up close with macro, you do need to focus stack, and you just can't do it handheld unless you've got absolute nerves of steel and non-shaky hands. I find that, again, tripods for bird photography were just a bit too fiddly, and sometimes with my extra long lens you just need a little bit of extra stability other than the in-camera stabilisation and the in-lens stabilisation, because there is a newer version of the Olympus, or OM system as they are now, 100 to 400 lens, but I can't warrant paying an extra whatever it would cost me, £300, £400, basically just to get the synchronized stabilization. So the stabilization on the lens is pretty good already from what I found. So it's just a little bit wanting at the longer end, especially when you're trying to film and video birds from quite a long way away. So that's why this is great. And also it's great for things like macro photography and things like that. So yeah, much better option for me. As you can see, it's starting to get a bit muddy now. It's that time of year when you get a bit of rain. It gets a bit muddy this place in patches. It's not too bad though. It's the first real bit of mud I've come across. probably still better, or almost definitely still better if you're on a bike. But again, it's not too bad for walking. So it's down here somewhere that we're going to look to try and go a little bit off the beaten track and see what we can find. So this is another great feature of this Sirui, because it's too low. You can take the feet off, and then actually you can detach the ball head here and then just put that on there for a mini tripod. How good is that? Awesome. That said, probably still won't quite be small enough, but we shall try. I need to start looking to get back at the car, because I've spent quite a while taking some pictures of some mushrooms and things. I need to start heading back basically up that way, and of course there's loads of fallen trees from all the wind and stuff. Not recently, but obviously last year, year before. I'm sure I've been here this year and not seen this many fallen trees, but yeah, it looks like there's a path up here, so I'm going to head this way and see if we can somehow make our way through and back up to the road and back to the car. looks like we're back at the road. Now there used to be somewhere in there like a half-built den. I don't know whether it's still there. Maybe I have to come back. And the forest obviously goes on for quite some while there, back that way. But yeah, there used to be like a half-built den in there. Make sure I don't get run over as I'm talking to you. Yeah, there's quite a lot of forest there. Okay, you can see it a bit better that way. There's quite a lot of forest there to explore. But yeah, it's been a good couple of hours out with the camera. I need to get out with the camera more because I really do enjoy the photography. Don't take it quite so seriously now that I've stopped trying to be a professional. But I still like it. You know, you got to have your hobbies, got to have your things you enjoy, and you've got to make time to get out and do those things. So it's all right if some things take a bit of a back burner while you're focusing on other things, like I have been recently, focusing on my fitness. But now I'm getting close to, you know, a really good fitness that I'm really happy with. Still got a little while to go, but you know, most of the hard work in that sense is done as far as losing weight, and now I'm just trying to kind of like lose that last bit and shape up at the same time. And you know, it means that I can afford a little bit of time for things like photography, and bits and bobs, and carry on with all the other things like my piano, my drums. So yeah, if you've enjoyed today, I'd say this is Clocaenog Forest, Bord Petryal, near Ruthin, or near Clocaenog in Denbighshire, North Wales. I'll bring you here again sometime because there's a couple of different trails that you can do. In fact, actually, I spoke a while ago, I think, about maybe putting some old videos that aren't up to the same standard. I mean, I say up to the same standard. It completely depends how you judge the standard of these videos. But, you know, yeah, some older videos that before I'd actually started filming and uploading and learnt a few things, watching them back. So yeah, there's a couple that I've done around here. One where I was taking pictures of logs. But I was looking for interesting patterns in logs. So, you know, if that kind of thing floats your boat, probably doesn't. Then yeah, I might, but it's more to do with the walk and showing you the forest. But then I've shown you some of it this time, so it all depends. It all depends whether it's worth getting out. I'm just going to show you, just in case I don't get that video out. Sorry if it's going a bit dark here. I've got a DJI Action 4 camera, if you don't already know, and I'm starting to realise it doesn't handle low light particularly well. At the moment, it's good enough for what I need, so I'm not forking out on anything more. So, but if I do stick with this channel, might need to think about maybe getting something that performs a little bit better in lower light, but without going too silly, you know. So yeah, this is the little lake that's here. Very pretty. So there's the road. The road takes you back to the car park down that way. I'm going to go this way because there's not too much difference. This one joins up actually with the track that we went up to the cottage, up to the gamekeeper's cottage. We're on it. So yeah, this one, look at me, out of breath. It's carrying this big bag around full of gear. Honest. It splits off into two here. That one takes you directly up to the gamekeeper's cottage, and this one takes you up to the track that we went up to the gamekeeper's cottage on. And as we need to get back, this is the way we'll go. Some amazing trees and amazing colours here. I'm sure the colours would be even more amazing if you weren't colourblind like me. I can tell that they're pretty colours. Some of them are green, some of them are yellow, red maybe. But yeah, don't get me started on colour blindness. So yeah, as we're heading back to the car now, I'll leave you here. So thanks again for watching and supporting the channel. Like if you like the video, leave a comment if you want to say hi, or if you've got anything to say, or if you answered any of my questions before about the Gameskeeper's Cottage or anything, then yeah, leave a comment, that'd be good. Or like I say, even if you just want to say hi, or if there's anything else in particular in this area that you want to see, I'll see if I can get there. And yeah, subscribe for more madness. Hopefully things that are a bit more interesting than photographing logs. Sorry, I was looking at logs then. Anyway, I'll catch you next time. Live out. Take care.